Welcome to the Incompetent Griller, where I'm going to teach you, an incompetent griller, how to look like you know what you're doing when grilling in front of your family and friends. Today we'll be smoking hot dog burnt ends on a Weber Kettle grill. To get started, light a fire under your chimney full of coals, then come inside. We're going to start by coating each hot dog in our barbecue rub. Today I'll be using Cosmos Q Honey Killer Bee. I find that hot dogs generally have enough moisture out of the package, but if you want to use mustard as a binder, be my guest. As I'm doing this, some of you may be wondering why I'm doing another video with hot dogs. Well, when I started this channel,
I had just two things in my possession. A dream and £6 million.
However, fame has eluded me. Since then, I've come to the realization that the most watched Incompetent Griller video has been about hot dogs. In an effort to build on that success, we're going to make hot dog burnt ends. With any luck, this video will go viral and I'll get to live out my lifelong dream. What's that, you say?
Oh, I want to be Batman rich. What's that take, like $1 billion? Way more. Yeah, like 10 or 20. Since I don't think you have that kind of cash on you, looks like we're sticking around and I don't get to be Batman.
We'll now take these hot dogs out to the grill to smoke on indirect heat. Set your bottom vent to halfway open so these have some time to take on some smoky flavor. Next, place the coals on one side and add a chunk of smoking wood on top of the coals. Today, I'll be using apple wood. Now put your lid on for a few minutes to heat up the grate. If you need to burn off some of the residue from your last cook, this makes it easier to clean with your brush. Place the hot dogs on the grill, then put the lid back on, with the top vent over the hot dogs to draw the smoke in their direction, and leave it there. Remember, as the Ewoks said when torching their human sacrifices, if you're looking, you're not cooking. We're going to leave the lid on for 30 minutes. Be careful when setting your timer, not all clocks are created equal.
Hey, that's a pretty nice clock. Wonder why they threw it out.
It's probably because it's 4 minutes too slow. Here, let me fix it. There.
While you're waiting, if I'm being honest, I don't expect my channel to ever go viral, but I might be able to help someone more deserving. If you're willing, take some time to click on the icon next to the usernames of people who have commented on this video. Some of them have channels of their own that you might enjoy supporting. Now that our hot dogs have been smoked, we're going to bring them inside to cut them in 4ths or 5ths, depending on the size of your dogs and how large you want your burnt ends. Next, place them in a pan, topping them with several pads of butter and a generous sprinkling of brown sugar. Finally, pour on enough barbecue sauce to coat each burnt end. I'm using Sweet Baby Ray's in the hopes that they'll someday sponsor my videos. Again, I could use the money. And, just for good measure, let's add a little more of that Honey Killer Bee seasoning we used before. After that, take the pan back out to the grill and cover it with the lid. We'll wait 10 minutes before stirring this mixture, then another 10 minutes after that to allow the sauce to thicken. At this point, I'm ready to eat, but if you like your sauce still thicker, leave the pan on for another 10 minutes after stirring. These look mighty tasty. Some might even say they're
Smokin'!
I'm going to stop this video now so I can polish off the pan in secret. Let me know of your own successes down in the comments after trying this method yourselves. Have a great day.